The University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill is facing a massive standoff over a secret report costing over $1 million. Chancellor Lee Roberts is refusing to release the findings on the School of Civic Life and Leadership, despite intense pressure from faculty and a fresh lawsuit from media outlets. Dean Jed Atkins remains at the center of this controversy, while students and staff demand full transparency on the school's origin.
Never run out of battery again with the INIU portable charger, the slimmest 10,000 mAh power bank that keeps your devices charged on the go. Stay powered up wherever you go. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Gaming history is being made as the Super Mario Galaxy movie smashes through the $755 million mark globally. This Nintendo adaptation has officially become the highest-grossing film of 2026, proving the massive power of the animated franchise. With the live-action Legend of Zelda project on the horizon for next year, the excitement for these transmedia hits is reaching an all-time high. A major victory for concert fans has arrived as a jury found Live Nation and Ticketmaster guilty of operating an illegal monopoly. New Hampshire Attorney General John M. Formella led a coalition of states to prove that these giants suppressed competition and drove up prices for artists and audiences alike. The legal battle is now moving toward a critical phase to determine the remedies for this massive anti-competitive scheme. Big changes are hitting the Richmond real estate market as Spy Rock Real Estate Group just dropped over $6 million for a prime site near the Diamond District. Principal Andrew Basham confirmed plans for a massive new development featuring hundreds of apartments and high-end amenities. This project is set to transform the neighborhood landscape, so make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you never miss an update. Ever wonder what happens when a public university spends $1.2 million of taxpayer money on a secret report, only to lock it away in a vault and throw away the key? Welcome to the chaotic saga of the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill and its controversial School of Civic Life and Leadership, better known as SCILL. This isn't just another campus spat. This is a high-stakes standoff involving allegations of ideological power grabs, internal faculty warfare, and a complete breakdown of administrative transparency. Since early 2023, SCILL has been the lightning rod for North Carolina's culture wars. The Board of Trustees basically fast-tracked its creation to counter what they saw as a liberal bias, but the drama exploded when conservative faculty, who actually helped build the school, started clashing with the dean, Jed Atkins, over hiring practices. It got so messy that the university hired a high-powered law firm to investigate. 7 months, hundreds of thousands of documents, and over $1 million later, we have a 400-page report. The only problem, nobody outside the inner circle is allowed to see a single word. Chancellor Lee Roberts says it's all protected personnel information covered by attorney-client privilege, but legal experts and faculty leaders aren't buying it. If the university can offer to show the report to specific people under a non-disclosure agreement, they clearly have the power to waive that privilege for the public, yet they refuse. Even when offered a peek behind the curtain, faculty leaders declined, arguing that a secret look doesn't serve the transparency their community demands. Now, local media outlets have taken the fight to the courtroom, suing to force the release of this public record. Meanwhile, students are organizing rallies and calling for class boycotts, labeling the school a Trojan horse. Even some of the dean's own supporters are frustrated, arguing that the report would actually clear his name if it were made public. So, why hide it? Are they protecting individual privacy, or are they hiding a systemic failure that would embarrass the university to its core? This entire situation has left a cloud of suspicion hanging over a school that was meant to be a beacon of civic discourse. If the administration wants to restore trust, they need to stop treating public funds like private secrets. After all, a university's greatest asset isn't its buildings or its grants, it's its credibility. Do you think a university should ever be allowed to bury $1 million investigation, or is sunlight the only way to heal this academic divide? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the stories shaping our campuses. Ever wonder if the magic of the Mushroom Kingdom has an expiration date? Well, Nintendo just answered that with a resounding, not a chance. The Super Mario Galaxy movie has officially blasted past the $755 million mark worldwide, officially crowning it as the highest-grossing film of 2026. Think about that for a second. In a year packed with competition, Mario is still the king of the box office. With over $361 million coming straight from the US alone, and massive support from fans in Mexico, the UK, and Germany, it is clear this isn't just a niche gaming hit. It is a global cultural phenomenon. It even managed to topple Pegasus 3, a film that dominated the Chinese market but struggled to gain traction anywhere else. With this latest win, the entire Super Mario animated franchise has now raked in over $2 billion, cementing its place as the 10th highest-grossing film series in history. It is honestly mind-blowing how quickly this project moved. Since its April 1st release, it shattered opening day records previously held by its 2023 predecessor, proving that audiences are hungrier than ever for Nintendo's signature style. But what is next? All eyes are now turning to May 7, 2027, when the live-action Legend of Zelda movie finally hits the screen. With Wheeze Ball at the helm and Benjamin Evan Ainsworth taking on the legendary role of Link, the pressure is definitely on. The recent buzz at the London Games Festival highlights that the line between gaming and cinema is vanishing, and Nintendo is clearly leading the charge. Are you excited to see how Zelda translates to live action, or do you think the animated Mario films will remain the peak of this franchise? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more updates on the future of gaming cinema. After all, the game has only just begun. Ever feel like your wallet takes a direct hit every time you try to snag tickets to your favorite show? Well, the game just changed. New Hampshire Attorney General John M. Formella just landed a massive win in court, and it's a wake-up call for the entire live entertainment industry. A jury in New York has officially declared that Live Nation and Ticketmaster have been operating as an illegal monopoly. A verdict that effectively pulls back the curtain on how these giants have been squeezing fans, artists, and venues for years. For anyone who has stared at those sky-high service fees and wondered if they were being ripped off, this verdict is your vindication. AG Formella didn't go at this alone. He stood alongside a coalition of 33 other state attorneys general, refusing to back down. While the Department of Justice actually looked to settle with Live Nation earlier on, Formella and his team stood their ground, insisting that a settlement wasn't enough to fix a system that was fundamentally rigged against competition. The evidence presented over the 5-week trial was damning. The jury found that Live Nation wasn't just being smart, they were playing dirty. By controlling everything from the venues themselves to the promotion of tour and the ticketing platforms, they effectively choked out any chance for rivals to compete. If an artist wanted to play a major amphitheater, they were essentially strong-armed into using Live Nation's promotion services. It was a closed loop, and the fans paid the price in inflated ticket costs. So what happens now? The jury has spoken on liability, but this fight is far from over. Next up, there is going to be a bench trial focused on financial penalties and structural remedies. We are talking about potential changes to how this industry functions at its core. This is a huge step toward leveling the playing field, but we need to keep the pressure on to ensure the remedy actually leads to cheaper tickets and better access for real music lovers. Hit that subscribe button to stay updated on what these penalties mean for your next concert experience. Do you think this will actually result in cheaper tickets, or are the systemic issues too deep to fix? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Ever wonder what happens when a prime piece of real estate sits right in the path of a booming urban transformation? Well, Spy Rock Real Estate Group just made a massive statement, dropping over $6 million on a 2-acre site right next to Richmond's Diamond District. They aren't messing around. This isn't just a land grab, it's a calculated move to capitalize on one of the city's hottest corridors. Spy Rock paid $6.4 million for 1600 Roadmiller Street. That's over $2 million above the property's assessed value. When developers pay that kind of premium, you know they see gold in the blueprint. And what's coming? A 5-story, 247-unit luxury apartment complex complete with a pool, a massive parking deck, and a rooftop terrace that's likely going to offer some killer views. To make space, they are tearing down a 70-year-old warehouse that used to house vital records control. Demolition kicks off in just a few weeks, and frankly, it's about time. This area is turning into a construction goldmine. You've got the new VCU Athletic Village to the north, townhomes rising to the south, and massive apartment projects flanking the east side. It's a total reimagining of the neighborhood. Now, some might say Spy Rock has a Midas touch in this part of town. They've been transforming industrial relics into residential gems since 2015, from the old Coca-Cola plant to the Symbol mattress factory. They know this market inside and out, but they aren't stopping there. They've got irons in the fire everywhere from Henrico's Westwood area to new affordable housing projects in South Richmond. It's clear they are betting big on the future of this region. What do you think? Is this rapid-fire development exactly what the city needs, or are we moving a little too fast? Drop a comment below to let me know your take, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more updates on the projects changing our skyline. At the end of the day, growth is inevitable, but how we grow is the real conversation worth having.